last week I had the worst book sales day I have ever had so far in my 3.5 years of publishing children's books. In this video, I'm gonna break down why I had my worst sales day yet and the different specificities that contributed to that, go into details and set the scene. And then in the end of this video, after we go through all the details and specificities on why this happened, I'm gonna share with you some mindset tips and tricks and different lessons that you can take away from this without actually having to experience it. I am so excited because this is the first episode in a new series that will be called Children's Book Marketing Monday. So every Monday, I'm gonna break down what I did the previous week to market my children's books and build my business. This way, you can kind of learn from what I'm doing, and it makes this more of a conversation too, where I show you the behind the scenes of like how I'm thinking, why I'm thinking this, and how you could replicate it and implement it in your business. And if we haven't met before, hi, my name is Harley, and I'm an award-winning children's book author and illustrator. I've been in the publishing game now for about 3.5 years. I have written and illustrated 3 books. And from starting my children's book business, I have branched out to becoming a full-time children's book author. Yes, I am literally living the dream right now, and I couldn't be more grateful. It did take a lot of time and a lot of dedication, but from those experiences, I have created this YouTube channel so you can learn from my mistakes and my successes to help grow your children's book author brand as well. And if all that sounds good to you and really exciting, I am so glad because I love making these videos for you. So go ahead and subscribe down below so you don't miss a new video. So yes, last week was the worst sales week that I've had to date. I will tell you exactly how much I made. Just a warning, it's pretty depressing. So if you don't know me already and you don't know like my methods for marketing and selling my children's books, I do a lot of in-person events. So I do a lot of farmers markets. Like I do at least one farmers market every single week, sometimes 2. It just depends on how my schedule is laid out that week. So this last week, I only had one farmer's market that I had to go to. This farmer's market is on a Tuesday, and it's from 9 to 2 every Tuesday. And I know that sounds a little weird, like it being on only a Tuesday, but it's only on Tuesdays and people show up for it. And it's a pretty established farmer's market too, so that's not a big deal. But this past week, it was really, really hot. It was really hot and it was really muggy. I think I had sweat on my upper lip while sitting under the tent at the farmer's market. And it wasn't that busy. There wasn't a lot of traffic. And I completely understand why everybody stayed home. But also, I don't think it was just the weather. I think it also had to do with the fact that there are a lot of summer events happening in the area that I live in. So we had like the biggest music festival in the world here. I live in Wisconsin, so Milwaukee, Summerfest, I live around there. So when Summerfest is happening, traffic drops. Also when the state fair is happening, traffic drops. Any little like festival like that, it completely deters traffic to normal farmers markets. And also because I think since it's July when I'm filming this, that people are on summer vacation, they're taking trips. Like there are so many reasons as to why the traffic could have been so slim on that day. But from that day, I only sold 2 things that day. After 5 hours of being at the farmer's market, not including setup time or breakdown time, I made $12.63. I know, it's so depressing. It's so sad. And honestly, I was pretty discouraged after like packing up that day. I was like, oh my gosh, that was awful. Like I put in all this time, all this effort for $12.63. Like 1 paperback book and 1 sticker with like sales tax. Like that is what I sold. And it was to this lovely man. He talked to me for about 25 minutes. We had good conversation, but at the end of the day, it was pretty discouraging. And I am like happy and grateful that he did end up buying a book and a sticker. Because when he was visiting with me, he was telling me like, oh, I probably shouldn't spend anything, like it's not really in my budget this week. But then he ended up coming back and being like, well, credit cards exist for a reason. So then he bought a book. And I will say like before that day, the worst sales day that I had was like 50 some dollars. And that was like the worst sales day that I had to date until last week. So now my lowest personal record is $12.63. So luckily it wasn't zero, because that would have been really sad. It would have bummed me out a lot, not gonna lie. I like to be optimistic and kind of like a Pollyanna about like business, and like it ebbs and flows, and I know that, but it's just like I put my heart and my soul into my books and my stickers and like everything that I make. I put my heart and my soul into it. So then when I have like a really crummy sales day, I take it personally, and like you shouldn't take it personally. I know I shouldn't take it personally, but I'm just like, okay, well, I guess my work's not good enough. Even though I know it is, but you just have those like mind games going on in your head. And that's the thing, like mindset's like a really huge part about being a children's book author and marketing and selling your books, especially in person. It's like immediate feedback. Like online, you can post on Instagram, you can post on Facebook, you can post on TikTok, you can post on YouTube. And it's not as like immediate, So the results in person are completely immediate. Like it is what it is. If you don't get sales, you don't get sales. Or if you only sold this one thing, that's what you sold. So you get immediate feedback like that, and it can be really, really discouraging. What I have to tell myself all the time is like, you know what? I'm building brand awareness. I am marketing my books. I am marketing my author brand. I am growing with every passing day. All these little things of effort that I put in every single week, and I'm not gonna say that a farmer's market is little effort, it's a lot of effort, but I have a system in place to make it easier for me so I can be more consistent. I'm continuously marketing my brand and putting myself out there and selling my books by hand. So every little bit counts, and it is going to make the flywheel spin. And like the flywheel is spinning, that's just how it is as a self-published children's book author. It's not like with fiction authors where like you can write a romance book and people will flock to it. I'm sure it's not quite that instantaneous, because I have like author friends who are romance authors, and I know that's not the case. It is a little bit harder for us automatically. Yeah, just keeping the mindset of like, these little lifts are going to compound over time. You just have to keep lifting. It's like building muscle. Like you don't build the muscle by not lifting heavy. So you gotta put in the heavy lifts in order to actually grow. Now I'm gonna get into the specifics. Yes, I wrote it down. The specifics of everything that I did to market my children's book this week, and I'm gonna recap it here. So this week for Facebook, I posted 7 times in my Facebook group, and my Facebook group has about 70,000 members in it right now. I have automatic scheduled posts in my Facebook group. So I posted every day, so 7 times this week in my Facebook group post to help grow my email list. And then on my Facebook page, I posted 5 posts, so that being a mixture of reels and pictures, and those were automatically scheduled from my Instagram account. I should be posting manually on Facebook more and like tagging locations more. Like I know that would be more optimized, but right now I just don't have the time for that. Like I have so much going on with like client work and creating custom activity books for other children's book authors, and writing and illustrating like my 4th book. I just have so much on my plate, so Facebook is kind of on autopilot for me. And then on Instagram, I posted 5 times on Instagram, a mixture of reels and pictures. And for Instagram this week, I gained 37 followers. So that was really fun. And I think a lot of my followers are coming from YouTube. So if you're following me off of YouTube, feel free to DM me and say hi. Like I love hearing that you come from YouTube, and you're part of my YouTube family. So I'm happy to get a DM from you. Then on TikTok, I gained 58 followers this week on TikTok, which I don't post anymore on TikTok. I used to be more like into it on TikTok, but I just kind of let that do its thing. I have this like one video on TikTok that has like 200,000 views on it, and it just keeps going. I actually talk about like using price tags at craft show, and that's like my best performing video. So that just kind of grows my TikTok over time. And for YouTube metrics, If you haven't noticed, I surpassed 1,000 followers this past week. So that was a really huge milestone and I'm like so ecstatic. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that everybody finds this content helpful. I wish that I had a YouTube channel like this to refer to that was being really realistic about marketing strategies and like how to actually sell and market children's books, not just like on Amazon and like running ads. So I'm just so glad that you guys resonate with my videos and I couldn't be more thrilled. And I genuinely love making these videos for you guys, so I appreciate you. For my website and book sales for the week, I'm just looking at my computer over here. I had 399 website visitors. I got 20 new email list subscribers, and my total sales for the week is $103.26. I wanted to share my numbers with you so that way you kind of get a feel for like what realistic numbers look like, and especially like incorporating in-person events into the mix. So by doing these Children's Book Marketing Monday videos, I'm going to go through week by week and I'm going to share my stats and like what has worked for me, what didn't work, what I'm going to keep doing, all that. So this way you can learn from what I'm doing and implement it in your own strategy. All right, and that is it for this Children's Book Marketing Monday video. I am so glad that you watched this far. If you watched this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I really hope you found it helpful. And in this next video, YouTube picked the best video for you to watch. So go to this next video. I hope you enjoy it.